Championship B in the building. Welcome, everyone.
This is going to be like a bragging episode, I swear. You guys are just going to be bragging the whole time.
Well, I made the championship in my league.
I made 4 of them, Brian. I got you up by 4. I made 4 of them.
Well, I'm 100%. I'm 1 for 1, so I'm 100% making championships.
I mean, well, I'm 4 or 5 out of my 5 playoff teams.
That's like 80%. Yosef, you are...
Oh, I made the finals, and Seinfeld actually made it to the final season on Netflix, so that counts.
Whoa, winners over here.
Next year. Like last year, I won the championship. Brian, you haven't won it yet, so I mean, you're a choke artist, so I wouldn't be surprised if you choke.
That's what that C stands for, right?
Yeah, choke artist. It's actually for the real.
It should be championship C.
It's for the comeback kid because I didn't make it last year. I'm coming back this year.
I like all this, like flipping. I like it. That's cool.
We'll see next week how much shit I'm going to talk.
But I hope everyone else who's watching is in the championship as well, man. Hopefully, we helped you get there. Of course, as always, bring your comments, bring your questions. Let us know how we did. Let us know, everything. Right, Yosef?
Yeah. Hopefully, you started Joe Burrow. Joey had him as a good fella. The guy Brian was
my cash lineup. Remember, I did that like mock cash lineup on stream too. It was in there, and y'all were saying like Joe Burrow. Why would you play?
That's why. And the guy who was playing Brian wasn't listening to us, and that's why Brian won because he didn't start Joe Burrow. What a dummy! Should have been listening to Fantasy Football Mafia.
It's pretty shocking that the rest of the league doesn't watch us, man. You know how like more competitive the league would have been.
Yeah, I know, right? That's good they don't watch us. That's how Brian.
I wouldn't want them to listen.
Anyway.
All right, so let's get into. We're gonna do waivers today. We have a teaser coming up later on, so stay tuned. What we're gonna do for next week's episode, and we got some recap first. So Joey, why don't you lead us into the recap of last week? You can skip my part. Just skip my part. It's going to you guys' part. And
Okay. Well, let's start off with the paper bets because there was only 2 of them on stream last week. It was just me and Yosef because obviously, championship B, I guess, was trying to I guess he was just grinding stats, so he made sure his matchup was good. I don't know where he was, but I
was actually at Costco.
Seattle DST versus Miami DST. There was a defense question, and Yosef obviously took the Seattle part. I took Miami, and who we all know Miami just kicked butt. I think it was partly that you didn't like Miami because we thought Taysom Hill might have played. I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know. If I knew Book was playing, I mean,
but either way, I won that one, and then Rojo versus Deontay Foreman. You chose Deontay. I chose Rojo, which is not saying much, but because I wasn't even high on him. But out of those 2, Rojo did do the job, and he obviously got in the end zone as well. He did get vultured from 55 yards out from Keyshawn Vaughn, and I was actually laughing because everybody's like, no, Rojo's the guy. I'm like, Keyshawn.
That's what I thought.
Great. It was great. All right. Let's do pick'ems next. Brian did not win.
Loser.
Yosef did not win.
Oh, shit.
This guy won this week. All right. Yeah, I had 13 correct picks. Brian had 11. Yosef had 10. I gained some ground. I'm still in third place, though. The total tally is 163 for Brian. He has a commanding lead. He has 2 more weeks left. 163. Yosef has 149, and I have 148. So I'm right on Yosef's tail again to regain the second spot.
One more week.
I plan to do so in these final 2 weeks.
Well, we're going to do playoffs, too. So.
Oh, playoffs. Oh, that's even better. We got like 4 more weeks after that. That's great.
If you get the Super Bowl right, that's worth 10 points.
I mean, we're probably all going to have the same. Well, actually, that's not true. The Super Bowl's a good team, so maybe we won't.
Actually, anyway, we got to give our Super Bowl prediction before the playoffs start.
Okay,
and
I'm down.
Let's see who wins that.
I'm down for that. That would, you know what? If you get the prediction right before the playoffs start, that's worth 10 points.
Hey, what was your guys' pick before the season? Didn't we have a stream where we picked our Super Bowl?
I'm pretty sure I had the Chiefs and the Bucks again. I think I picked the repeat.
I know that's what I picked. I picked the Chiefs Bucks.
We have to go back in the archives. Let's see.
We got to dig that up.
But we'll find it. And last but not least, our Goodfellas and Jabronis. Obviously, Brian went NA, not applicable, or not available. However you, whatever the thing is, not available. Yeah, right. So his stats stayed the same: 15 for 30 on Goodfellas. He's still a great, solid 50% on Goodfellas. Jabronis at a commanding 57%, 17 of 30. Yosef went 1 of 4 this week. It was not a strong week for Yosef. 0 for 2 on Goodfellas, 1 of 2 on Jabronis. He missed on Gronk and he missed on Miles Sanders as Goodfellas. He
They
missed
got
on
hurt. Didn't Miles Sanders get hurt?
Yeah.
what? I thought it was in the game though, right?
Yeah, he got hurt in the game.
Yeah,
No, end of the game. Towards the end of the game, right?
I don't know.
I think it was first half.
His
Yeah,
first half.
half.
Okay, so never mind. 0 of 1. I'll readjust. I'm sorry. I thought it was later in the game.
I don't know what happened to Gronk. I know.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just
AB
dust, man. He's just dust. It's a great name there. Not really. I mean, it's kind of a. I mean, he could be just this guy's name is just Dick.
All right, well, let's read Dick's question. Brady versus Jets or Josh Allen versus Atlanta? Andrews versus Rams or Kittle versus Houston? Adams versus Minnesota or Diggs versus Atlanta? And Monty versus New York Giants or Penny versus Detroit? Okay, let's go with the first one first. Brady versus Jets or Josh Allen versus
I mean, you're going to play him for sure.
Josh Allen.
I mean, either one. They're both going to go again pretty soft. But I'm going to go with Brian. I'm going to go Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you guys, Josh Allen. Andrews or Kittle?
Andrews.
I got to go Andrews, more consistent. They're both good.
Oh, no.
I'm actually going to go Kittle on that one. You know, I mean, I'm just going to regress into the mean. Andrew's been running hotter than the sun for the past 2 to 3 weeks. We don't know who's quarterbacking right now either.
Doesn't matter.
Well, we don't know who's quarterbacking for the Niners either now. So
that's true.
Oh, you're right. Trey Lance is in. I'm going Andrews for sure.
You're right. Then Andrews. I don't trust Trey Lance. I can't. I mean, he hasn't played all year. Like, you're right. I'll go with Andrews. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kittle still outproduces them though.
All right, Adams or Diggs? I'm going Adams. That's easy for me.
Adams. Atlanta actually is a really good corner. What's that dude's name?
Terrell. AJ Terrell.
Yeah, AJ Terrell. So I think he might be on Diggs.
Yeah, and also Adams is like notorious for like producing on championship week. Like, he's been like money every single year, pretty much of his career. So ever since he regained prominent role with the Packers. So you got to go with Adams. Monty versus New York or Penny versus Detroit. I mean, I'm going to go Monty.
Yeah, I'm going Monty as well.
Same with me.
That workload is insane. Although Rashad Penny's getting a similar workload, but Monty's workload is insane.
Great. Thanks for your question, Dick.
Appreciate it.
All right, the next week.
Last but not least, I went 1 of 2 on Goodfellas because J-Ro also got hurt, torn Achilles. That one sucked. But I went 3 for 3 on Jabronis. So the percentages for Yosef on Goodfellas is 12 of 35, 34%. I'm only 10 of 33. A lot of injuries on that too, 30%. But Jabronis for Yosef, 20 of 34, 59%. He's in the lead on that. I'm 56% on Jabronis, 19 of 34. 56%. Again, all of us well above 50%. Why'd you call you what? Sorry, my man. My name's Richard. It says Dick on your thing. That's funny. That's a good one. He got me. He played me. He played me. Gosh,
he did.
Richard. Good question. But that wraps up the recap right there, guys. That was it. Brian, we missed you though, man. We could have had more to talk about if you were actually present.
Yeah, well,
we could have made fun of you some more. You know, we like to make fun of you in person. All right,
Brian dressed like it's 40 degrees inside his own house, like he lives in Chicago, but he's in Southern California.
Hey, 1 second, guys. 1 second.
Oh, it's MJ Jr. He must have his like name change. That's so funny. That's funny. Uh-oh.
Where'd he go?
He's doing a Houdini right now. He'll be back.
Oh, all right. Well, let's go through the some of the recaps of the stuff, I guess.
Recap of what? I just did recap.
Oh, well, what the hell do we normally do next?
Oh my God, Brian! I told you before the show, man. It's gonna after we do recap, it's gonna go to your segment of the day. We're introducing Brian's segment of the day.
So,
without further ado,
let's go ahead and talk about the topic of the day, which is going to be the best commentating team for the NFL of all time. Best NFL commentating team of all time.
That's easy.
So there's great classics such as John Madden and Pat Summerall. Current good ones, Tony Romo, Jim Nantz, Chris Collinsworth, Al Michaels. John Madden actually did it with Al Michaels as well on Monday night. John Gruden with Tirico was a really good one. So what is the best one of all time?
John Madden, Pat Summerall, R.I.P. John Madden.
I don't really remember Pat Summerall, so I'm gonna go with Al Michaels as my Al Michaels John Madden combo. I think that was a perfect combo. Like
they were good.
It was a perfect. I still like Al Michaels when he's on, so I gotta go with that.
All the Madden games, bro. You're a Madden gamer too. All the Madden games early, you had Pat Summerall and John Madden, so you know Pat Summerall and John Madden.
Oh, that was him.
Well, no, I don't think he played Madden that early like we did.
Oh, okay, so never mind. But I mean, I remember hearing his voice. Like that Pat Summerall voice is like legendary.
Yeah, that's a classic. They did all the Fox games.
That too.
Chris Collinsworth to me is like a close second. Chris Collinsworth now.
Really?
You're the minority. Everyone hates Collinsworth.
You know, huh? I actually like him. Yeah,
I really like him.
He always looks like doesn't he always look like he got too much sun in his face? Like he's always like, God,
he's always happy.
Guy, man.
Wow, this is the minority for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people
literally the worst.
Yeah, they don't like those two a lot. But
I like John Gruden actually. He was really good.
The Gruden Grinder, like that little segment, that was always a fun segment. Gruden's Grinder.
And Tony Romo's pretty good.
Tony Romo's awesome. You know who's actually really good? Who just started recently is Greg Olson. He's been killing it.
I don't like Olson.
Yeah, Olson's actually really good.
You know, if I'm like an owner, I don't know how I don't to like go to Tony Romo and kind of offer him like a coaching staff position, maybe as like head coach, or maybe bring him on as like offensive coordinator. Like what he sees on the field, like commentating, I think he's like really, really good.
No, Tony Romo's awesome.
He's like a really good coach.
Yeah, he should be a coach for sure. Or at least offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Gus Johnson, that is a good one too. Like for like his energy on the mic is insane.
He's a great college football commentator, in my opinion.
What's the difference?
He can make anything sound awesome with that voice, man.
Yeah, but he does like a lot of college football games too. When I think of Gus Johnson, I think about
Ohio State.
Yeah.
To the house.
You got it. No, he's a good one.
Oh, yelling. Anybody else you guys want to mention?
Marv Albert, he does NBA.
That's
He's really
NBA.
NBA. Yeah. But he does NFL too. But
really?
It's not the same. Yeah, he does NFL too. I think so. I'm pretty sure. But
I heard him.
Nothing else is coming up, but those are good. But
I don't know.
But Will Hill had a kick six. The Browns, and the announcer gave me goosebumps.
Huh. Who was the guy that called the Jaguars game when what was his name? He ran it back for a kick return for a touchdown.
Oh, Jamal Agnew this year.
It was like Agnew. I thought that was awesome.
I don't watch
like a personal commentary.
Jacksonville games.
Oh, you know, see, this is how much in depth I am. I watch all the games with the personal commentary.
You know what you need to do is get in touch with Brock again, since he's such a Jacksonville homer, and find out yourself.
Yeah,
Brock to the future.
Brock to the future.
He's still stuck.
He's still stuck in the future. Hasn't come back. Sorry, Brock.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the same guy, MJ.
Possibly.
All right, let's get to the waivers, man. So, for quarterbacks, I think the only guy we need to talk about is Trey Lance. I mean, if he plays, I mean, it's championship week. So, are you risking playing Trey Lance over guys like? Well, let me ask you, Brian. Since you're in this situation, you have to turn the ball over as your quarterback, and you have Trey Lance sitting on streamers. Are you going to make that switch and get Trey Lance in there as a running quarterback, or are you just going to stick with turn the ball over?
I'll go with Trey Lance, personally. Yeah.
You know what, Brian? I got to commend you for the fact that you've been streaming quarterback throughout the playoffs and pretty much throughout the end of the year, too.
Yeah, Joseph fucked me over with the trade.
Like, he's been streaming at quarterback in the finals. I'm like, bro, what the hell?
Dude, he started Josh Johnson last week.
I can't believe the balls you had on that. I mean, I topped that this week. I'll let you guys know who I started over a debacle of a benching that I committed. It's egregious, but it worked out for me. But Josh Johnson, that's ballsy, man.
Yeah, I know. I thought it would work. I was like kind of like looking at his previous stats and stuff like that. He put up good numbers.
No, he did not. You're just like Josh Johnson starting. I'm going to put him in, and he got lucky.
Actually he played one game this season.
Yeah, he played. He played the Jets game. The Jets game with the.
Yeah, I think he had a good game or something.
He came in from Miggy Blanco.
Yeah, so I think he can. I thought he can put up good numbers.
Okay, well, so you start Lance over to turn the ball over. But how about if you guys had like a Dak Prescott?
He's not on waivers, like.
Yeah, but like you had both. You had Prescott. You saw Lance is on waivers.
Would you? No, you start. I think some of the other names that you want to like look at, maybe potentially.
Joe Burrow.
Would you stick with Joe Burrow? No, some names on waivers like a Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, perhaps, those type of names.
Yeah. Any of the
rookies? You want to start him over anyone that you would normally start?
No.
Okay. Yes, that was the question.
No. All right, so I'm just going to enter. Actually, no, I'll interject right now on that. I mean, I started Byron Pringle McCringleberry over in my lineup, and it worked out for me. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
So the guy I benched because of Timothy Boyle, I benched Amon-Ra, but I played Byron Pringle, and that worked out for me.
I'm moving.
Sometimes fantasy is luck.
You benched Amon-Ra?
I did. I got scared off because Jared Goff wasn't playing. So.
Yeah, a lot of people did, but
that was a mistake.
We said on the stream, we said to play Amon-Ra no matter what, but you didn't take our own advice. That's right.
But you know what? Timothy Boyle, man, that doesn't tickle your fancy when it.
A Boyle,
but hey, it worked out. I edged it out. It worked out. It's all good.
But hey, if Amon-Ra is still on someone's waivers, like he's must start at this point.
No, he's not on waivers, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. For running backs, though, Darrell Williams, I think, is probably the top option. He's going to be the starter going forward, and he's on a great offense. So I put him over Ogunbowale. Ogunbowale is just like another. I feel like he's just like another Carlos Hyde starting. Like
he's a Chuba Hubbard, dude. He's not going to do much.
Oh, like a Chuba Hubbard, yeah.
Not going to do much.
So he's like a pure volume play. And then there's Rex Burkhead who showed out. I mean, I don't know how excited you guys are about Rex Burkhead.
I played him in DFS as well. I had a lot of one-off plays that worked out, but just didn't put it together with Joe Burrow stacks. I'm so ashamed.
You know who's actually, speaking of the Texans, who's a quarterback free agent that I don't know if you guys would consider, Davis Mills, who puts up really good games and really bad games. So it's kind of like
he's a rookie. I feel like he's going to do a lot better.
You know who he reminds me of? He's actually like a Kirk Cousins type.
Yeah. Could have really bad game.
He can be a Kirk Cousins quarterback throughout his career if he keeps this up. He's a very conservative quarterback. He'll take shots, and his deep ball looked pretty damn good last game. Like they were doing a lot of man press. He threw it over the top of him. His guys got to it. Like guys like Chris Conley of all people, right? But if you get him weapons, I think he's a serviceable quarterback that will take care of the ball and manage a game for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's been surprising. Yeah. Who do you guys rather have, Boston Scott or Jordan Howard with the Miles Sanders injury?
I'm going to go Jordan Howard.
Yeah, because I think he's up ahead on the depth chart.
I think Boston Scott was getting most of the work.
Yeah. But he's also a Q tag right now, so Boston Scott could beat the guy.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on that. That's it for running backs. Who's your guys' top running back out of the guys I mentioned?
If Daryl's on the waivers, then you got to go Daryl, and then you can just pick up Dare because you can block someone or your opponent who needs them, I guess.
Kansas City, they're facing the Jets, right?
No, Kansas City playing the Bengals this week.
Oh, the Bengals?
The Bucks are playing the Jets.
Oh, yeah. Would you consider playing Gore from the Chiefs, who actually had
I thought about it, Brian. I liked where you're going.
Over a guy like who, though? Like, if you're in the championship week, you probably have pretty solid.
Well, if you're like, let's say like a double flex or, league or something like
deep
that.
League, deeper roster, you could possibly put him in.
Would you consider it? Because a lot of times when Gore played, like he's been playing pretty good. Like it wasn't
just
enough work. I wouldn't feel confident. He just wouldn't get enough work for me.
So Gore or Howard?
Howard.
Yeah, Howard. I think you got
Gore or Ogunbowale.
That's where you kind of look at it. But Dare is supposed to get all the work. Assuming.
Yeah.
I'm Dare.
All right, for our receivers, Elijah Moore looks like he might be coming back. I don't know where that came from. But he's projected points, so he's on your waivers. That's worth pick up for sure. The other guy, I think we have to mention Elijah McKenzie in the Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah.
11 receptions, 12 targets, 125 yards, and a touchdown with Cole Beasley and Gabriel Davis being out. And I think they're going to be out again. And they're playing the Falcons. So is this a guy you guys are willing to plug in and pick up? Championship weekend? Do you trust it?
Today. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
No, I would. AJ Terrell is going to be on Diggs. Potentially that could maybe shy Allen the way and kind of leave more targets for Isaiah McKenzie. So, yeah, I think so.
Gore or Wilson Jr.? I'm going if Mitchell is out, I'm going Wilson Jr.
Yeah, Wilson Jr. for sure. Yeah. I was going to say, I think today the NFLPA and the NFL agreed that it's going to be changed to 5 days, regardless of unvaccinated or whatever, for COVID protocol. So Gabe Davis can come back then. So I think the Isaiah McKenzie hype can be just halted when Beasley and Gabe Davis come back.
Well, Gabe Davis plays. He's a great play against Atlanta.
Absolutely. So just want to throw it out there. We'll obviously have to monitor that. We'll have another show this week. Actually, no, it's New Year's this week too. Crap. Oh, we're gonna have to.
Oh wow.
Forgot about that.
No one cares about New Year's.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we can. I think we'll still probably have another show before
maybe Friday.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we'll monitor that for sure. And obviously, my hoodie is the freshest. I think that's who MJ was talking about.
He was talking about mine, I'm pretty sure.
Yours is generic.
That's what's so fresh about it.
Yeah, but Brian, it does have the Air Jordan. Not you, kid. Like your plain ass hoodie.
He likes it. I gotta go.
The Air Jordan hoodie. No, I'm just kidding. I love Air Jordan. It's all good. Okay.
You can't talk smack about Jordan.
No, you can't.
Tight ends. Anybody you want to mention on tight ends? No one really pops out to me. I mean, it's like you're in championship week. You probably have a Kelsey or a good tight end. Like, I don't think anyone in waivers is going to help you at this point.
Gerald Everett was serviceable. He's on waivers. I mean, he had a great game.
Yeah.
Who was that?
When
Gerald Everett. Russell Wilson likes him.
When Kelsey got ruled out, I was debating between Evan Ingram and Cole Kmet. So I went with Evan Ingram. And, like, last minute, I was like, let me kind of add Cole Kmet to my rosters just in case, like, last minute I want to switch it. And, of course, fucking Yosef decides to pick it. Of course. Anyways, whatever.
I take this consolation ladder seriously, man. I want to freaking win.
I sometimes think, like, you're thinking of what I'm thinking, and you just try to piss me off by grabbing
I do. I do.
I don't know why
I heard Dan Arnold was coming back. I was like, I have to get Dan Arnold. It actually backfired though because he ended up getting Ingram. Had a pretty good game.
I always want to yell like Dan Arnold for like the Hey Arnold thing. Like I always want to yell it out when I see his name. But I don't know what your fascination is, Brian, with Evan Ingram. Like I don't know what it is. You always draw yourself to him somehow.
He's like a wide receiver playing tight end. It's typically,
but he doesn't do anything ever.
He's open. They just never throw him the ball. Like he's open.
That's the problem. He doesn't do anything though.
I think if you're desperate at tight end, like Ingram is just like a guy you know who's going to get some targets.
But he might get targets though. He doesn't.
He does. Like they look for him. They try to get him involved.
He needs to go somewhere else. That's what he needs. They need to clean house in New York, and I hope he goes to a better spot because he is way too talented to be wasted.
This is his contract year this year too. I think he's free agent next year. So he's probably gonna be gone.
You know who Brian's got to worry about for when we go into the archives and go back on our early season calls is Kyle Pitts, who's tight end number 5 right now. Man, he's climbing up the board.
What did I say about Pitts?
You're just like, oh, he's going to be a bust. Like he's a rookie tight end.
If I remember, I think I said he's going to start off slow and then catch up.
But you were also wearing high on him. I think your preseason rank was pretty low on him, though.
I don't remember. We got to check the.
We'll have to check. That's what I'm saying. I hope.
Fitz, I think you had him at 6 or 7.
Okay, so he's close. Okay,
Did
I think
I?
you and I had him at 3 or 4, Joseph. So we're Essie's right in the middle. If he had him at 6,
We're gonna go back after this. And
yeah, we're gonna do all that at
look
the end
at
of
all
the,
of our
end of the season.
But speaking of Ingram, I had him as my jabroni of the year, so I was right on that. Just saying.
Yeah.
Sorry. Defensive streamers. I mentioned them already. Panthers versus the Saints. If Book is playing, you have to play the Panthers defense. And another one I want to mention: Bears versus the Giants. If I think Jones is out for the season, right? So
who
you got to play whoever's playing the Giants.
Oh yeah, Jake Fromm. Yeah, that's why the Eagles' defense was like the nuts last week. Besides Miami, of course, and Dallas, but outside of that, Philly was great.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the defenses. And
no, there's a lot though. I mean, you can play Philly against Washington because Washington obviously, we don't look good. The Chargers, I almost guarantee they're going to bounce back after a humiliating loss like that. It also depends if they're getting any guys back, but I think they're playing the who are the Chargers playing? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking out right here. Denver against Drew Lock. I mean,
yeah, that's a pretty good play.
Yeah, it's another good play. There's a lot of streamers this week for defenses, so you can make a case for pretty much everyone.
All right, anybody else you want to mention before we get off waivers? Before Joey does his boom boom kicker of the week.
Boom boom kicker of the week.
Anybody else?
Anyone else? I don't know what happened to Justin too. Did he get locked in the future as well with Brock? Or
he probably didn't make the championship. Like,
man, he had like 8 rosters. He missed them all. That sucks. That would suck. Oh man,
I hope he made it. He had a couple leagues. So
yeah, usually,
MJ, did you make a championship?
Who, me?
No,
MJ.
You, MJ.
Yeah,
MJ in the chat.
MJ in the chat.
Every day when I go to the office, I always put on like other fantasy football shows like Fantasy Focus, Footballers,
Don't mention them here.
And stuff like that. But the moment I lose in the playoffs, like I'm done looking at anything fantasy football related. Like I don't know if these guys are the same. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at ESPN. I don't care to look at it. So it's normal to feel like that.
What about the rant about? I was about to do boom boom kicker of the week. What the hell is this blasphemy right here?
Have you guys noticed like every time there's like a new guy who's always watching us, they always shit on Joey? Like
that's not true. They love me.
This guy was the love of Joey, man.
They love
me.
Me.
Was he? Oh, I didn't know. I thought he was new.
No, this guy he called Joey an expert.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
But yeah, you got a kicker for us, Joey?
Well, I gotta wait because he said wait. I'm gonna wait for MJ.
All right.
Do you have any Jeopardy music?
You can give your boom boom. You guys can hear it.
There you go. Confirmed.
Love you, Joe. See, they told you they love me, man. God, Brian, throwing some shit.
Like Brian's all jealous. Look at him.
Yeah. I know.
Anyway, just chilling.
Nobody loves Brian.
Hoodie, man. That's all you need to do. Okay, so boom boom kicker of the week.
Bum 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 bum. Highlight of the show.
That's a good soundboard, by the way. Which I'm shocked that you lost. Brian, he lost the soundboard.
I didn't lose it. I just have to redo it.
I gave you a soundboard. I think I told you the website of the soundboard, and
you didn't tell me anything about it. You kept it a secret.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Thanks.
All right. Well, damn. Boom boom kick of the week. Who's New England play? Jacksonville? Man, they're not going to need to kick field goals, though. I'm trying to think. I'm going to look at freaking spreads here. I gotta look at spreads. I gotta look for
he's really taking boom boom kicker of the week seriously.
I want to. I want to give the people what they want. This is a crucial segment here to get right because sometimes you're.
Wait, how much did you pay this guy to fucking compliment you? What the fuck?
I didn't even see the last one. I'm not even on the screen. I'm not even on the screen right now. I'm sorry. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna go with. Damn, I don't like that one either. Shit. I'm going to do it anyway. Joey Sly. It's a divisional matchup between the Philly Eagles and Washington. And just because he shares my name, Joey Sly.
There you go.
I would go with Daniel Carlson again. Daniel Carlson's my kicker. Love that guy, and he's in a dome again at Indy. But I can't just keep taking my homer all the time. So,
boom. All right. What else do we have lined up? We're gonna do the teaser first, or you want to get into Thursday night? Is there a Thursday night game?
No Thursday night, dude. This is all Sunday games. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Sunday, Monday.
I think Saturday there's
no, there's no Saturday. It's just all Sunday.
Saturday?
Promise.
Okay.
Promise. Scout's honor.
That tells me reading your body language, Brian. Yeah. You're getting evaluated right now. Okay, so let's get into the teaser. What do we got lined up, guys? We have a special award
Ryan,
show.
tease it?
So we're gonna have an award show. This is a very serious award show.
We're gonna dress up.
Yeah, and our nicest clothes. So you guys wearing the same shit. This is our
my plain thing. Yeah.
And we're gonna have 5 or 6 different categories like fantasy player of the year, biggest bust of the year, etc. There's gonna be 3 nominations per category. Yosa's gonna nominate 1, Joey's gonna nominate 1, I'm gonna nominate 1. Then we're gonna put it on a poll and have you people decide and see who you guys expected or want to win.
Yeah,
and
so we'll put the
nice
poll
envelope and a little drum roll and everything like that.
And we'll have a trophy too for the winners.
You know what we should actually do too? So let's say if your nominee wins, you have to give an acceptance speech on their behalf. So every time the person that we nominate, if they win, we have to give an acceptance speech on their behalf.
I gotta make sure I have a lot of tea the night before because my guys are always gonna win. Just kidding. That was a horrible. That was horrible introduction. I'm sorry. Let's roll that back. I'm sorry.
You can't edit it, man.
I can already imagine like if our biggest bust player wins, we'll be like, "Yeah, I'm sorry for disappointing you, fucking guys."
He looks a little mean.
Like, really? I'm sorry I retired on you guys. I got some mental health issues and shit.
What happened at you? What happened at MJ's comment?
This guy's cool. Doesn't look a little mean and violent, but he's cool.
He's actually
you actually pinpointed it perfect. He's
actually very violent.
But he's cool. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Damn, I missed that many episodes. I've never seen this guy before.
I guess.
Well, you're like on and off. I think every time he comes on, you're not here.
Oh yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
What happened to Justin? He didn't come on last time.
I don't know, man. Justin.
He was on last time.
He wasn't on last time. It wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
It was 2 episodes before, but yeah. I think ever since I didn't follow him back on Twitter after he followed us, I guess he took that personally.
Yeah, he got really hurt. He's like, you guys didn't follow me.
You didn't follow back, and I was like, it was literally a day. I'm like, okay, I didn't mean to.
I'll hate to be in a relationship with that guy.
Just kidding, Justin. Just come back, man. Talk to us, please. I'm fireman, Justin. Oh, never mind. Wrong guy.
This guy's hilarious.
I don't think Joey was on that episode one time, or maybe Yosef wasn't, or maybe I don't know. But I was like going on a rant about Justin. Like, what a fucking bitch, bro! Just fucking.
You said that?
I was saying some shit where I'm like,
you know what? There's probably that then because I remember you said don't tune into the beginning of the episode, and then
no, but he came on like later after. I remember I was like, I got done talking shit,
things about
and then like people. 2 minutes later, he asked a question. He's like, "Hey guys, who would you rather start?" I'm like, oh shit! Never mind. No,
it was a light haze. I think it wasn't a jab, like a personal jab at all. We don't do that here. We love all our
each other. People need more like not to be so sensitive. Me and Yosef got bullied our whole fucking lives. We turned out fucking great, right?
I mean, I did. I don't know about you.
I mean, you look kind of mean and violent, so I don't know how great you turned out.
I remember one time, like I think I was in 11th grade. Yosef was in 10th grade. Or I was like in 10th and he was in 9th. So on the way from like 3rd to 4th period, we used to actually pass each other, right? And then so I remember one time, Yosef came out of nowhere. I didn't wear glasses in high school.
You said this story on stream before.
Oh, did I? Where he came and pushed me into a different class?
He always tells us your stories, Joe.
You know what? So that's another thing about Brian. He doesn't even know what stories he tells. He's so messed up in the head.
He's like an old man. It just keeps forgetting things.
Wait.
I feel like Red's hat will get mad for bringing home B+O my test, like slap. Maybe you can. Maybe you can translate
B+7. I think I don't know what the 7 meant. I don't know. Brian's gonna start ranting. Oh God.
Yeah, we got 2 ranters here. You feel my pain, MJ. Come on.
All right. Anyway, So that was our teaser. We're gonna have an award show. In addition to that, I guess the other part of the teaser, which we kind of already alluded to earlier, was we are gonna dig up the archives and see how we did on our calls, our preseason calls, our rankings, where they kind of landed, so to speak.
Yeah, we're not ending after the fantasy season ends. We're gonna have a lot more content coming up.
Yeah. And the playoffs, right? We're going to do playoff analysis. Obviously, it's not going to be fantasy like season-long fantasy. It's going to be DFS oriented, and also underdog props. We're definitely doing props. That's going to be like the number one, just because we do use underdog a lot. And then obviously draft stuff. We're gonna start covering the draft and do a mock draft. That's
we're gonna be competing. We're going to be competing when it comes to the draft. Who has better mock drafts and all this? So it's going to be some exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah, sure. That's it.
Hey, fam, Rams or Cowboys? Who's better right now? Rams for sure. I think Cowboys are inconsistent, but they're pretty good.
I like Cowboys.
Yeah, I like Cowboys better.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys.
Really?
They're a better team completely. Like I don't see like Dak doing what Stafford does when he just gets seasoned deers and headlights. I love Stafford, but I prefer Dak.
I mean, Cowboys lost against the Raiders. I mean, that's all you have to say.
Well,
Brian, specifically for you, do you think Baker's better than Tua? Yeah, Baker's way better. Yeah,
Baker's the most overrated quarterback in the league. I don't even like him as a person.
This is coming a long way for me. This is coming a long way for me. I prefer Tua over Baker. And you know how bad I've been bagging on Tua, but I'm coming around the corner.
Tua won't lose you the game. Baker loses you the game. Like it's
Baker sucks.
Like Baker has a lot of issues, and I don't think he can ever
go out. Have to go away from him next season.
Yeah, man.
Tua's yet to do it either, but he doesn't have weapons. He doesn't like neither of them have real weapons. Let's be real. But
Waddle's a weapon.
Waddle is a weapon. Like, I mean, it's just one person, but they definitely use them in such a variety of ways where they can just get him the ball. Kind of like how the Rams use Cup. They just get him the ball in so many different ways and get him cheap catches. And let him do
not only that, Baker actually might have the best offensive line in the league. Like Tua actually, according to PFF, has the worst offensive line in the league.
Another O-line segment, guys. I wish I had $1 for every time you brought up the O-line.
Because it's facts. Literally facts.
But honestly, when talking to like Andrew, when we're talking about Derek Carr, he's always bringing up O-line or defense. So one of the two to defend Derek Carr's.
When do I ever bring up the O-line when I have to bring up?
Say with Andrew.
Andrew don't know what he's talking about.
Derek Carr,
Andrew, I love you, man, but Jesus.
Yeah, Colts have a really good O-line too. I don't know. I'll say Colts.
They were all hurt last game, and they actually Wentz played pretty well still. So.
Yeah. Who do you think is better, Colts or Browns?
That's tough. I'm gonna
go Browns.
Yeah, I feel Browns.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Browns.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I wanted to mention.
I was going to some stats, guys. I want to throw some of these out at you because these are some gaudy. We have record-breaking performances towards the end of the year. I just want to throw some of these out at you. Amon-Ra St. Brown, last 4 games. All right, 10 catches for 86 in the TD, 8 for 73, 8 for 90 in the TD, 9 for 91 in the TD. All in all, 35 for 340 and 3 touchdowns. I think at least 8 catches in 4 games straight. The last time that's been done was by OBJ. A lot of his records are being broken. So there's just a lot of these young guys that are just coming in the league. What do you think of Amon-Ra St. Brown going forward with the Detroit Lions if they get a quarterback?
You know me, I like him. I liked him in the beginning of the year. It just took him a while. But it took Hawkinson and Swift being out. I get it. But now they realize his potential as like the slot guy who can move the ball and get the first downs if they need it. So they're going to keep getting him the ball. Like, he's a young guy and he's getting better each game. So next year, he's definitely a guy I'm looking at along with Waddle and all these other young
rookies. No. Don't mention Waddle, man. I don't want you to draft.
I think Brown's actually better than Waddle.
You're literally the worst luck. Like when you draft players. Hey, he's not better than Waddle, man.
Hey, Brian. Now you know who you can. If someone takes Waddle, you just target Amon-Ra and trade him to Joseph. There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe this is mind game, so you do draft.
Shut up! No, you're not trying to pull that card on me.
If you can't play mind games with everyone, you stupid fuck.
The other one was J Jeff. The other one was J Jeff. So speaking of another OBJ record, J Jeff only needed 21 yards to pass the first 2-year receiving yardage mark. He's now at 28.51 receiving yards in the first 2 seasons. So that was a record previously set by OBJ as well. What do you think of J Jeff being a top 3 receiver in the league right now? Yes or no? Top 3. That's saying a lot, but do you agree or no?
I'm trying to think of 2 Cup. Maybe he's number 1, I guess. I'm just trying to think
Cup
of
and Adams.
Adams is number 1.
Tyreek Hill, I think, would be 3.
Not fantasy wise. I'm talking about just NFL wide receiver. I mean, fantasy does play into it. Yeah, but
I think I still rather have Hill.
The reason why I bring that up is because one can argue Cup plays within the system and he does it very, very well, very elite. But you put him on Matt Nagy's offense, I don't think he would do the same thing because Matt Nagy's such an idiot. But so that's why I'm saying I think you can put a guy like Justin Jefferson who can run routes at the elite level that he does and still be somewhat decent. I would rate Justin Jefferson above Cup.
I put him top 3.
Not in fantasy, but personally, and as a whole receiver, route running, IQ, hands, everything, size, speed.
Really good IQ.
What he does, but I mean, what I'm everything else, the other boxes, he doesn't have top end speed. His route running is kind of limited because he doesn't run the deeper routes in deep post patterns. He just doesn't do it in the offense. We haven't seen him do it, but Justin Jefferson can do it all.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No slight against Cup, but I'm just saying
you can't slide against Cup.
No, Cup's
so for
awesome.
DK's cash lineup, Jay Taylor is 9,000 with no Wentz. Do you still start him still? Can't imagine they run heavy. Yeah. They're going to be really run heavy. And if they get the O-line back, it's even better.
Wait, why does it know Wentz? Is he got COVID or something?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I guess I need to tune in to Hard Knocks because I don't even have HBO Max. But Jay Taylor, of course, you're starting. They're going against the Raiders defense. We suck. But we've been playing the run, I guess, a lot better against Chubb and who did we just play? Javonte and Melvin Gordon. I was shocked about that. But we've been selling out and stopping the run. Yeah. For sure.
Mark Andrews and more yards of games and Kittle and Schultz and Waller all year combined. They've been hurt on and off. And Andrews is killing it, so.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. But the thing is, I was saying.
I think Waller might be my biggest bust of the year, maybe. I don't know. I got to look at it.
Could be. I think Andrews was
not true, dude. He was tight end 4 before he got hurt. What are you talking about? He's been out for 5 weeks.
Hurt, would you consider McCaffrey as a bust?
Of course, because he's number 1.
He got hurt.
He's number 1 overall. That's completely different.
How? They both got hurt.
Waller played 12 weeks.
No, did he?
Yes. He's been out for 4 weeks.
Yeah, but even when he played, right before he got injured, he wasn't even putting up good numbers, though.
He was still tight end 4 or 5. Right?
We went drafted that high, though, and you want a huge advantage in the tight end board, and he wasn't really giving that.
He was better than almost every tight end except for 3. What are you talking about, Brian?
Most tight ends was drafted an 8th round or later.
Yeah, for value-wise, I mean, it's not – I mean, value-wise, you're not getting, extreme production, but you're still separating yourself because he was still – giving you a start every week. Who are you going to pick up? You're not going to play Austin Hooper.
He's one of my candidates. He brought up a good point. Allen Robinson, Calvin Ridley's one of them. That's
my candidate. Allen Robinson for sure. Robbie Anderson, Calvin Ridley.
Robbie is definitely not a biggest bust. No one expected anything.
Not the biggest, but he was a bust.
No, that's not true.
Barkley.
Don't bring up that.
He's such a bust. Last year he did good.
Yeah, people thought Robinson was going to do good.
Anderson.
Barkley was a nominee that I brought up, but we'll finalize him too, and we'll send him out.
AJ Brown or Jalen Waddle? Wow, that's tough.
Yeah, fucking AJ Brown got 20 targets last game. Jeez.
Tennessee. Oh, they're playing against each other too.
I'll go to AJ Brown. More big play.
Yeah. Damn. AJ Brown's like matchup proof. In all honesty, I don't care who the DBs in front of him.
This specifically, I wouldn't go with AJ Brown. Xavier Howard.
I don't care. AJ Brown's a beast. Want to do that as a paper bet?
About who has
Callaway was burning Howard.
I'll take AJ Brown if you want to take Jalen Waddle. I love Jalen Waddle. I mean, like the matchup's better for Waddle, but I think the Titans defense, the reason why they're still 10-4 or what are 11-4? I don't know what their record is. They're still good, and their defense is a big reason why. Their offense hasn't been that great.
Yeah. Put it on the paper.
All right.
Put it on the paper.
Put it on the paper.
Waddle versus AJB, a.k.a. Arthur Juan. Arthur Juan Brown.
All right. Anything else you guys want to bring up? I think we're nearing the end.
Yeah, man. It's been a little shorter show. Unfortunately, we were hoping for more engagement. But MJ, we appreciate.
All we need is MJ, man.
Well, that's all we do. I mean, obviously we get more views. Like, there's still more views on demand, but it is what it is.
Komet or Gesicki? Gesicki, man. Every time I think he's gonna do good, he sucks. So I'm gonna stick with Komet.
Yeah, I'll go with Komet.
He like disappears, and they keep using Smythe, whatever the freak his name
Durham
is.
Smythe, man. Like,
yeah,
this guy like steals all the targets. It's annoying.
Yeah, I'll go with Komet as well.
Wow. All right. Any more questions, MJ? We're gonna log off.
Yeah, we're gonna log off, buddy. But we're gonna be coming back with our Goodfellas and Jabronis later on this week. We'll tweet it out. Joseph will put it on YouTube and TikTok and IG.
We'll probably shooting for Friday, maybe a little earlier on Friday because we all have these huge parties to go to.
Man, we're staying home.
We're all gonna be at home.
What day is Friday? It is the 31st Friday. I thought it was like Saturday.
Yeah. All right, nine.
So what are you guys doing for? Let's just do this. What are you guys doing for New Year's anyway? I'm so curious.
Staying at home.
All right, you're just like me. All right. And Mr. Championship B, Mr. C, Mr. Air Jordan wearing hoodie. What are you doing?
Eating pizza, watching TV. See if I
honestly sometimes I fall asleep before the even year.
My wife does that every single year. I usually drink alone, which is pretty sad.
You just pour wine?
Sorry.
I mean, if I'm drinking by myself, I'm not gonna go hard. I'm not gonna pour hard liquor for myself and drink myself to a stupor. But yeah, I'll pour some wine or some. Like, if I had champagne in the house, I'll do that too.
Do you do like a New Year's kiss or something? Like,
not anymore. She's asleep.
Like while she's sleeping.
I went up actually last year. I went upstairs and kissed her on the forehead. Yeah, I did that.
Wow, you're so sweet, man. Such a sweet.
That's what you call a simp. Okay, ladies.
Like, oh, that's a gentleman.
She's my wife.
Ryan will probably slap
him for my wife.
True that.
What a loser.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, go to pizza joint. Like, what are you gonna be eating? What pizza are you gonna choose for your New Year? What do you, like? That's actually a big choice right there.
There's actually this really good pizza place I tried on north of Topanga. Thing's called Pizza Joint. No, I think it was Tomato Joint is what I tried.
Never heard of it.
It's south of Topanga, like the area that no one ever goes to.
Topanga.
Yeah,
what's that from?
Topanga.
What's that from, guys?
Boy Meets World.
There you go.
I actually heard
Joseph's face did not know what that was. I'm shocked.
Yeah. No, the owner, or not the owner, but the director of the show actually said that's where you got the name from, was the street Topanga. I always thought it was just like a name that people might use.
What show is this?
Boy Meets World.
Are you serious right now?
Oh yeah, Boy Meets World, of course. No, I've never seen it.
Are you kidding me?
He's not in our generation, man. He was like younger.
Wait, how old are you?
31. I just turned 31.
How old are you, Brian?
32. Yeah, but I feel like Yosef wasn't like us, man. I feel like he was just like a fucking weird kid in that genre. Like, did you used to watch TGIF?
Who, is that on WB?
Oh.
Are you serious? Joe, did you watch TGIF?
Like the kid, like the...
I think you just watched way too much TV.
I remember that. I remember like seeing like the TGIF and like go down the screen. I forget.
Yeah, like ABC. It was like,
ABC.
Yeah, it was like Full House. Like certain years.
There was another show that had like the intro music was like at a carnival or something. Oh my god.
Step by Step.
Step by Step. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
that was on
a
TJF.
TGIF show.
Yeah, that was a TJF.
You guys are old. You guys are freaking
Bro,
old.
Friday
Man.
nights
No,
when you
good
sit back,
stuff.
watch these shows, order pizza back in the day. Saturday nights is when you go to Blockbuster, rent video
Family
games.
Matters, that was on TJF, but
Family
Family Matters was
Members,
a great show. But have a step by step, day by day.
I watched Full House, that's for sure.
Yeah, not Full House is good. But there were certain things from every guy's childhood where you gather your friends, you play GoldenEye on N64. You each had your own little corner.
Don't pretend you had friends. Come on. No, that's a lie.
I thought you were bullied, dude. How do you have friends if you were bullied?
I had 2 friends. It was like nothing. Like we all got bullied together.
You know what reminds me of is that the movie Ted, where like you're like the kid. What's the name? What's Mark Wahlberg's name in the movie?
Oh
my god. Yeah, Bennett, get the fuck out of here, Bennett.
Hey, dude, that scene did remind me of Brian. You know, watch that.
Even the little gingerhead kid even said it. Yeah, Bennett, leave me alone.
I don't know, man. But I got bullied by everyone. I had like 2 friends growing up, and that was it.
Yeah, because you're such a jerk.
Yeah, I guess so.
Look at you.
I got bullied too. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you have a 8th grade lawn like middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you went to Hale, right, Billy?
Me? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like in 6th grade, people would put me in the fucking trash can when I went on like the 8th grade lawn and shit like that.
I got tossed down the stairs for no reason at all while it was raining.
Yeah, man. I used to have a girl.
You guys had it bad. I just had verbal abuse. That was mine.
I got physical.
Verbal abuse sucks too, man. It's mental.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'd rather not fall down the stairs and get stuffed to a trash can. I mean,
yeah, it's temporary pain. like verbal abuse is like permanent, man. But like,
these days, especially, I feel bad for the kids these days because I mean, they got to deal with the social media haze where their dirty laundry is just aired out. Like that's horrible. That's why you see so many kids like that need therapy. It's sad, but
yeah, I try to keep my kids off social media as long as possible.
You got to, man. It's dangerous, dude.
Like 5 years old, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
as long as possible, I said.
My wife is
forever.
So, like, she got to deal with that stuff. It's crazy. Anyway, we're getting off the rails here.
Oh gosh, is
that what kids do? They go to like their counselor and talk about social media. And
a lot of that. Oh, yeah, it goes on. Yeah, like a lot of campuses have those nowadays. They have to. Like, they need to try to like contain some of this stuff and like talk to the kids about it. So
we didn't have that shit growing up, did we?
No, we did have guidance counselors, but it was mainly just like, when are you going to class?
Yeah, they didn't even care.
Take your SATs before you're going to college. Like that was just like random stuff. There was not like emotional talking. Yeah, there was none
now they got like emotional support, like therapists in schools.
Well, not therapists; they're just school counselors, but they deal with like actual problems now. Damn. At least they try to. I mean, because you still see these tragic things happening at schools now, still. But
shit, man. So that's what we do. We give fantasy football advice and school therapy, I guess. You know.
Yeah, if you guys need a therapist, here we are. Tell us your problems.
Yeah, man.
I know I have a lot since I didn't make the championship.
My therapy is just fantasy football. I get lost in it and I just forget about like random world stuff.
Bro, Sundays fucking suck once football's over. Like it's literally just like a shitty day. It's like,
but that's why we're gonna have us. Like we can actually put the pod on a Sunday so we can still keep the mojo going. We could do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm good. Have you guys any last words? You don't want to sign off even before an hour? That's great.
Wow, nice. A new record.
Yeah, well, you know, as the only Mafia member to go to championship, I'm representing you guys too.
That's not true, dude. I have 4 teams.
You're in an easier league. You didn't make the playoffs in this one. This is a much harder league.
Okay.
You really want to go there, dude? Yeah, people who didn't start their players. One guy started Wilson over Burrow. I mean, weak. COVID all year during the playoffs.
I didn't have
asterisk this year.
I didn't have Kelsey's past game.
Last year, you called me a COVID champion. This year was way worse. You're a COVID champion if you win.
I didn't have Kelsey. I didn't have Kelsey.
COVID